It's the start of 2026 and I figured I'd show you where my PSP collection is sitting right now. I was lucky enough to pick up my PSP secondhand just before EB Games stopped selling them. It's a 3000 model and I paid something stupid like $60 for it. At the time, it felt like I'd absolutely robbed them. For me, the PSP was about taking big games on the go, stuff like Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. I always loved Dragon Ball Z, and suddenly I had a proper Budokai style fighting game in my pocket. Decent roster, familiar systems, and way more hours sunk into it than I probably realized at the time. I loved this thing back in the day. Proper console quality games in your hands, wherever you were. Then life happened. We moved house, it got packed away in a box, and like a lot of PSPs, the battery swelled. Still haven't managed to replace it, which is tragic, but honestly, even without that, I still adore this system and what it represents. Then there was God of War Chains of Olympus. I still can't believe how good that game was on handheld. Expanding Kratos' story, incredible visuals for the hardware, it didn't feel like a compromise at all. I later played Ghost of Sparta on PS3, but this is where the appreciation really started. And obviously, GTA and a Portal. The fact that it didn't feel like a massive downgrade was insane. It felt like the real thing, just smaller and somehow even cooler because of it. Another one worth mentioning is Jak and Daxter The Lost Frontier. I'm a huge fan of the series, so having Jak on PSP was exciting, but it's hard not to feel a bit disappointed. I mean, this is basically where the series was left. Not a bad game, just a bittersweet one. And one I've always liked seeing on the PSP was Killzone Liberation, a neat reimagining of the series for handheld, and I honestly think I'd take this over Shadowfall any day of the week. A big chunk of my collection came later when EB was about to stop selling PSP stuff altogether. I was working there at the time, so I stacked staff discount on top of clearance prices, which was very dangerous. Even better, a regular customer came in and straight up gifted me his PSP games because he was moving interstate. An absolute legend. Some were doubles, but I kept his copies. Felt more right that way. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker was a wild experience. This game just feels right on a portable console. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes takes me right back to high school when Naruto was the thing. It's basically Ninja Storm in a handheld, nothing flashy, but it absolutely did the job and brought back a ton of memories whilst playing it. There are still a few I haven't gotten around to playing yet: Secret Agent Clank, Star Wars Battlefront, and Toy Story 3. I've played the console version of Toy Story 3 to death, and it's generally a great game, but with the house move and the battery going to hell, there are definitely some gaps in my PSP history that I still need to fill. The PSP might be long gone commercially, but for me, it's still one of the coolest handhelds ever made, and this collection is something I'll probably never stop adding to. More recently, I found a couple of UMD movies at an op shop and grabbed them immediately, because who doesn't want Labyrinth and Robocop on tiny plastic discs? Absolute fucking classics.